Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special privacy IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Yes, in fact, it does come with a fun Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more, or click the URL in the video description below. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now going over to the business part of the podcast, you have confirmation that the Honda and Nissan merger will not include Mitsubishi, which is tough news for all 18 of the people who wanted to buy Mitsubishi, with maybe an even greater discount with some parts they buy and, get some sharings in the aggregate. Now, in all seriousness, it is, to me, an abomination that Honda is even entertaining, they're going to merge with Nissan, which is kind of like again, I'm trying to think of an appropriate metaphor in terms of what would be the most relatable. Maybe a sports balls team. The Patriots won forever, so it'd be like the Patriots trying to buy the Bears, which allegedly the Bears did win the Super Bowl years ago. I believe the photos are still such a long time ago. The photos are stored on a floppy disk. I think that'd be the best metaphor in terms of the sports balls and Honda buying it and Nissan, which again, the CVT transmissions completely destroyed any semblance of reputation Nissan had when it came to reliability. Now, I guess they're only known for making the Nissan Z or 400Z, which, to their credit, is the only twin-turbo stick-shift V6 you get on the market these days. And if I had lottery winnings, shoot, I'd probably get a Nissan Z in the garage. It looks like a fun little sports car. But besides that, in their portfolio, Nissan doesn't have much to offer. Now, this does come to us thanks to Motor1.com. Now, specifically, this is Adrian Panayu, who's a writer over there. And he says, quote, "The Honda-Nissan merger won't include Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi allegedly wants to remain independent." Which, why? I mean, when you look at history and business mergers and debates and philosophies on, mergers, acquisitions, a valid concern for businesses who have a modicum of reputation and, can stand on their own 2 feet would be, yeah, we don't want them interfering with our operations. We want to remain independent. We want our creativity to be intact. We don't want their bureaucrats getting involved. And we don't need their help. We're, financially viable. None of those things apply to Mitsubishi. I mean, that brand is dying so much. It is hilarious that they don't want help. I mean, think about it. When was the last time you even heard Mitsubishi in a good sentence? They were in the Fast and Furious movies decades ago. That was an awesome Mitsubishi Eclipse. However, the new Mitsubishi Eclipse is a bastardized crossover SUV. Truth be told, that's most of the lineup these days. They barely have any footprint at all in North America. I mean, it is the discount of discount Japanese vehicles. The only thing going for Mitsubishi, they do make the Mirage, which some might debate that it, like a real Mirage, you actually want it to go away. You're glad it's not real. But in this case, Mirage is only known for being the cheapest new car you can get with a warranty, which to give some kudos to Mitsubishi, it is a feat of engineering and cost savings in and of itself. They can get such a new car at such a sub $23,000 price point. Realistically, people are buying them for $16,000 to $18,000 after dealer discounts, which also shows how desperate they are for sales. And I drove them around. It was a 3-banger, or had 3 cylinders, and unfortunately, auto transmission, and got pretty good fuel economy. And it worked for that short time where I was without a vehicle. I needed to rent one. But I mean, what is Mitsubishi known for these days? The Lancer Evo was legendary, but they haven't made that in years. So they're making subpar SUVs that, again, think about it, no one buys. I've seen a Mitsubishi dealership. I've never seen anything coming off the lot. And granted, small anecdotal evidence of all my friends, and yes, I do in fact have more than 3, including my pet Rock, none of them have Mitsubishis. None. Like, I have friends with I have a friend pretty much of every, I think if I think of all the friends I have and all the vehicles I have, I think I know at least one person who owns at least one of every type of vehicle, minus Pagani. But I don't know a single person who has a Mitsubishi. So it is hilarious that they say, oh yeah, we don't want to be a part of this merger, which Again, I thought they would be begging just for the cost savings alone for the parts and subcomponents that, again, like when you and I go to Costco, well, I don't go to Costco, but you know what I mean. If you go to Costco, you get a discount for buying things in bulk. Same thing for most anything in life. With auto companies, a lot of them share the same components. So if you had 3 brands, they can buy even more parts. You get a better discount per unit. So it's hilarious that Mitsubishi's like, oh no, we don't want to be a part of this. Which again, Honda should not be buying Nissan at all. That is ridiculous. But nevertheless, into the article we go. Adrian says, quote, a month ago, Honda and Nissan signed a memorandum of understanding to explore a potential mega merger that would create a single new holding company. Although the joint press release didn't mention Mitsubishi, a separate document released the same day mentioned a second MOU signed by 3 Japanese brands. Mitsu said it would explore its participation, involvement, and synergy, sharing concerned potential of the Honda-Nissan merger, which there's some funny words where it's just kind of cliche, almost like politics, also in a business, like, oh yeah, synergy, which, yes, it's true, but kind of played out term. They say, however, Automotive News now cites Japanese newspapers, Yamari, alleging Mitsubishi had decided to opt out of the merger that would create one of the largest car companies in the industry. I mean, with Nissan, definitely not the most reliable. According to the report, Mitsubishi had considered joining the Honda and Nissan in the newly ventured holding company, but apparently decided to continue to ride solo, which, why? They say Mitsubishi has since issued a statement. It neither confirmed nor denied the report, only saying it's evaluating options. The corporate situation is somewhat complicated, considering Nissan is its largest shareholder with 24% stake in Mitsubishi. Then there's Renault, which holds 15% share in Nissan and vice versa. However, Bloomberg reports that Honda doesn't want Renault to be involved with the merger. When the Honda-Nissan joint announcement was made in December, Renault only said that it would consider all options based on the interest of the groups and its stakeholders. They say that early next month, Mitsubishi is expected to reveal its decision about how it stands regarding the Honda-Nissan merger, whether it's in or out. The critical announcement could be made in February 3rd after presentation. Well, we'll see about that. They say upcoming Nissan could still show, Nissan could sell their stake in the company. Let's see. Now they say that former Nissan and Renault Supremo Carlos Ghosn, which is actually how you pronounce it properly. I read his book last year. His book is called Shift, where actually he did take Nissan from the brink of bankruptcy to being one of the most successful companies. I mean, you and I might like him because he was the one who brought Nissan 350Z to the forefront. And really, I think that was a good metaphor for turning the company around, which at the time they did. Then they crashed and burned. Now, they also say his mind declared, he was saying that he wants to carry out a disguised takeover of Nissan and Mitsubishi. He argued that since Honda is larger than the 2 other domestic brands, it puts the company in, quote, driver's seat to take control. Which, and then they say, what about Toyota? Chairman Akio Toyoda, who is the grandson of the founder of the company, they said would never be involved in merger talks due to anti-monopoly laws. The former CEO said, well, he's a chairman now still, said that an even larger merger wouldn't have been possible anyway, considering Toyota has a 20% stake in Subaru, 5% in Mazda, which people always forget about Mazda. The RX-7 was pretty legendary, the RX-8, and obviously the Miata. And later they make other vehicles, but none of us care about those. And they also have a 5% stake in Suzuki. Well, that would be a corporate nightmare to manage, especially since Toyota owns fully Daihatsu. Well, which, yeah, Toyota's the largest automaker on the planet. Yeah, with antitrust laws, they would never be allowed to buy Honda or Nissan. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Toyota's not even going to bother entertaining this because it wouldn't happen. But, yeah, part of me really hopes this falls through because Honda is known for reliability, making fun, great stick shift vehicles. And Nissan is known for the Nissan Altima and BAE Energy, which admittedly is a very entertaining page on the Facebook, but in all reality, the vehicles are not reliable. And again, Nissan's known for giving you a car if you have just a pulse with the Nissan credit division. Like if you have a pulse, it doesn't matter your credit, they'll get you that car. And Mitsubishi, they're known for maybe selling 3 cars a year. So again, not surprised that Mitsubishi isn't going to be involved in this. And let me know, do you think Mitsubishi is missing out on not wanting to be a part of this potentially new big company? And again, let me know, do you know anyone who probably drives a Mitsubishi? Now, Nissan, again, they have the cool Z. I love that. That's pretty cool. The GTR is legendary, even though automatic transmission the whole time. But let me know your thoughts, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.